the central government has introduced a bill in parliament to undermine the status of Delhi elected government. The bill is called the National Territory of Delhi, the Government of National Territory of Delhi Amendment Act of 2021. What is this act and why should this act be opposed? Delhi has a very peculiar status as far as the constitutional character is concerned. So, Delhi has an elected state assembly with a council of ministers, but it doesn't have the full statehood as like any other state. In fact, the Bharatiya Janata Party along with Congress and everybody else was demanding full statehood to Delhi. Instead of granting the full statehood to Delhi as per its own party promise, the Modi government is now bringing a legislation that makes Lieutenant Governor more powerful than the elected Chief Minister of Delhi. So, the bill aims at giving primacy to the Lieutenant Governor than the elected government. So, what does this act actually mean? So, Delhi at present, as I already told you, has a very unique constitutional status. Delhi as an elected government which has powers to enact, the Delhi state legislature has powers to enact on all the subjects listed in the state list and concurrent list, except land, police and public order. So, the land, police and public order are not under the purview of the Delhi state government. So, in the remaining any other issue, the Delhi government has powers like any other state government. But there is a proviso to the Article 239AA which talks about the Delhi special status. According to this proviso, the Lieutenant Governor, if there is any difference between the Lieutenant Governor and Council of Ministers, the Lieutenant Governor shall refer it to the opinion of the President of India and ask to implement the President of India's opinion. So, this is the provision to the Article 239AA. If there is difference between the Lieutenant Governor and the Council of Ministers headed by Chief Minister on any matter, it shall be referred to the President. So, this is the hybrid character of the status of Delhi. So, as a result of this hybrid character, the Lieutenant Governor who is nominated by the central government has time and again used this hybrid character of the Delhi status, constitutional status, to prevail upon the elected government. Many a time the Chief Minister Kejriwal government was not allowed to function like any other state government by the Lieutenant Governor who acts at the behest of the ruling party at the centre. So, the issue came before the Supreme Court of India in 2018. The Apex Court gave a verdict in July 2018. The Supreme Court very categorically said, well, the on any matter does not mean on every matter. Well, the Constitution Article 239AA proviso to this article certainly says the Lieutenant Governor can refer to the President if he has a difference of opinion with the elected government on any matter. So, the Supreme Court interpreted this very clearly. On any matter does not mean on every matter. So, the Lieutenant Governor is not supposed to entertain difference of opinion on every matter and refer every matter to the President of India. So, that is not the method. So, there is an elected government and an unelected Lieutenant Governor. So, in a representative political democracy, the unelected Lieutenant Governor cannot be superior to the elected government. So, the Supreme Court made this point very clear and said that the elected government has the powers and the Lieutenant Governor should only act on the aid and advice of the Chief Minister led Council of Ministers. Well, therefore, the difference of opinion on any matter doesn't mean every matter and he can't intervene in the day-to-day administration run by the elected government. So, this after the Supreme Court gave this clarification, the Lieutenant Governor's ability to intervene in the Delhi state administration has been severely restricted. Now, the government of India wants to bring a bill which makes Lieutenant Governor more powerful. So this is an antithesis to the Supreme Court verdict of 2018. Now the Parliament wants to enact a law which makes elected government subordinate to an unelected authority called the Lieutenant Governor. Therefore, it is highly undemocratic, unconstitutional and uncalled for in representative democracy. You can't expect an elected government to be subservient to a nominated Lieutenant Governor. So already there is a big debate going on the role of governors in India's parliamentary democracy. And Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said that the governor is not an agent of the centre. He is the representative of the constitution in the state level. But thanks to the federal character of the constitution, the governor could not prevail over the chief ministers or elected governments, though many a time the centre nominated governors tried to create troubles to the chief ministers in several states. We have seen in the Kerala how Kerala governor refused to convene a state assembly. We have seen many such instances where, especially when the political atmosphere is very volatile. We have seen how Maharashtra governor acted during the political crisis in the state. But here is an example of how a lieutenant governor is made superior to the chief minister, who is elected by the people of Delhi. So this is nothing but the subversion of the people's mandate, which is absolutely unacceptable in a representative democracy.